Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got the diarrhea. Welcome back to your favorite show of all time, Undercooked Creepypasta. This is an off-season special. Don't worry, season 2 is coming in October. Be prepared for that. I didn't think I'd make a return to the silly little cold openings, honestly. If you want to see more silly little cold openings like this, please drop a like down below. That lets me know you want to see more of that ish. So Jake, what you got in store for us today? Well, a couple weeks ago I did a live stream and someone threw in a pasta for me to read, and yeah, it's something special. I read it live, we had a jolly old grand time, and I thought this would make a good off-season special. So here it is, in all of its glory. What the hell was it called again? Powerpuff Girls Lost Episode, Fright Day, The Hurting. Yeah, it's a wild one. Enjoy. Or not. I don't know. Could I give 2 shits? I could give 3, I could give 4, or 1. I give none. Enjoy it. Oh, you know what I should do? I should queue up. Ooh, this is a good idea. I should add this to the soundboard. Do I have my horror ambience? Oh, this is the original. This is the original. This is the one that I took from a Kevin MacLeod track and then twisted it around. That I did all the way back in 2016. Alright, here we go, guys. You ready for Undercooked Live? Gotta squid my ward so hard. Okay. The Powerpuff Girls Lost Episode. Fright Day, The Hurting. I am a Powerpuff Girls fan. I loved it ever since I was little, and I loved the girls themselves. I even have the plush toys of all 3 of them. Count them. 1, 2, 3. However, one episode stays in my mind, and it can't leave me alone. It was August 28th, 2021, 5 days before my birthday. I was minding my own business watching Powerpuff Girls videos and music videos on YouTube. At that moment, my sister came into my room. "May I help you?" I asked. "I found this DVD and I thought you would like it, so here," my sister replied. I took a clear look at the DVD, and it was a Powerpuff Girls DVD. It was titled as Powernoia, which is a title for one of the episodes. I was interested in watching it, so I slammed it. Literally slammed it in my portable DVD player, and the DVD menu came up. I pressed play all, and I watched the following episodes. Him Diddle Riddle, Film Flam, All Chalked Up, Stray Bullet, Nano of the North, why is it not repeating? Get Back JoJo, that's a reference to a Beatles song. Keen on Keen, Not So Awesome Blossom, Powernoia, and the weird title, Fright Day, The Hurting. I didn't really understand the title, though it sounded familiar later on. The intro played normally, but the theme music played in reverse. Ooh, reverse. Reverse. When it showed the title card, the text was in red. Instead of the drum solo, there was ominous piano music playing, which made me feel queasy. Piano music makes you queasy? Do you need to be checked out? Because that's kind of a weird reaction. Whatever. The episode finally started. "The city of Townsville," the character said cheerfully. "The home where the Powerpuff Girls inhabit." Just then, it showed the Pokey Oaks kindergarten building. All the children went out of the door as the girls were walking rather than flying. "Can't you believe it? It's been a busy day for us girls?" Blossom asked. "Yeah, but we rarely get playtimes because we had tests. we had tests to do," Bubbles replied. Buttercup joined in the conversation. "Agreed. When we get home, I'm going to practice for a soccer tournament." Just then, Buttercup walked under a ladder Buttercup, Blossom called out. You just walked under a ladder. What's bad about that? Buttercup asked in an annoyed tone. If you break a mirror or walk under a ladder, that means you have 7 years of bad luck. Blossom stated. Bad luck! Bubbles exclaimed in horror. Buttercup stared in confusion, but she later shrugged it off. I doubt it. Bad luck won't even terrorize me, Buttercup said, breaking the silence. The girls continued to walk home. Let's see, let me catch up on chat. How does that work? I remember the Utonical Undercooked Creepypasta stream. I was suggesting a lot of creepypasta stories in chat. How do you get queasy over piano music? He listens to some bad piano music and has a reaction every time he listens to one now. By the way, Freebirds is mentioned in this. The song of the movie, I'll keep you waiting. As the girls got home, Buttercup went to find her soccer ball, but it was deflated. She then heard a faint evil chuckle through her wardrobe. As Buttercup looked in her wardrobe, there wasn't a single person in there. What's going on? I asked myself under my breath. She then went downstairs to make a meat sandwich, but when she looked in the fridge, there wasn't any ham left. What's going on? Buttercup asked in annoyance and confusion at the same time. He could have just said in annoyance and confusion and kept at the same time out of the equation. But that's just me. And why is every new why is it a new paragraph? Why is it double spaced like this? Just then at the same time, the same awful chuckle came back. This time Buttercup started to get seriously scared. At dinner time, Buttercup asked for salt. The professor passed it to her. As she went to pour salt over her dinner, the salt cap fell off, tipping the entire salt on her food. Aw, man! Buttercup angrily yelled. Blossom noticed this. Buttercup, I think you're starting to have bad luck. If you spill the salt, then you're supposed to take some and toss it over your shoulder. And that'll ward away the bad luck. What do you mean, Buttercup angrily asked. If you have bad luck, strange things will happen to you. The only way to reverse is by pulling a lucky rabbit's foot. Really? Buttercup asked in surprise. Yeah, exactly, replied Bubbles, but it's dark right now, so we won't do it straight away. Buttercup groaned glumly. At least tomorrow is better, she stated. Okay, girls, time for bed, the professor said. Okay, Professor, all the girls said. The girls got in their night dresses and got into bed. At 11 p.m., Buttercup heard paper flapping. She opened her eyes and saw paper flying through the window. Buttercup walked up to the sheet of paper and it read, "Come inside the subway tunnel. It will explain your bad luck. Anonymous." Buttercup felt worried reading it. She then went up to Blossom and Bubbles to wake them up. Bubbles, Blossom, wake up, Buttercup pleaded. Bubbles woke up. What is it, Buttercup? We have to meet up at the subway. Let's go. Bubbles complied and went to wake up Blossom. Blossom, wake up. Buttercup's taking us to the subway. What up, Overjoy? How you doing? Girls then flew out of their windows and landed near a west subway tunnel. Stay tuned after this. We're going to watch Perry Caravello get angry over an eBay snowboard buyer. Girls then flew out of their windows and landed near a west subway tunnel. So why did you take us here, Buttercup? Blossom asked. I read this, Buttercup responded, holding up the piece of paper she found earlier. It said it will explain my bad luck. Just then, the piece of paper glowed in a dark red color. There was an additional piece of writing. Buttercup read the paper again, and it said, "We have a cure for your bad luck." What does it say? Bubbles asked. It said it has a cure for my bad luck. Let's get in, Buttercup ordered. The girls then flew through the tunnel, and the tunnel looked very unnerving at nighttime. Girls, I'm scared, Bubbles whimpered. Blossom held her hand to try and reassure her. Buttercup growled quietly, wanting to fight already. Just then, a familiar silhouette appeared from the shadows. The girls then angrily glared at it and walked slowly towards it. Is that? Buttercup said. The silhouette then finally got color, and it was no other than Mojo Jojo. Mojo? The girls said in unison. Hello, girls, Mojo teasingly said. Of course, it is me. It is I, Mojo Jojo, the most common villain you fight with. Blossom then said, "Alright, Mojo, what'd you do to Buttercup?" "Yeah, she's been stuck with bad luck last night. Did you do this to her?" Bubbles asked. "Me? Her? Bad luck?" Mojo obliviously mocked for chuckling stupidly. "Yes, it was me." Buttercup gasped in horror. "You did this to me?" Buttercup suddenly shouted angrily. "Of course, little Miss Obvious," Mojo replied. "I've always detested you. I built a simple ray gun with chemical X when the professor was away and built the material from scratch." Buttercup got really pissed off. She flew onto Mojo and beat the living shit out of him. "Don't you mess with the Powerpuff Girls, you monkey-faced jerk!" Buttercup punctuated as she punched Mojo Jojo across the face side by side. Mojo then whacked Buttercup across the face and pointed another gun towards her. "With this gun, I will get rid of your cruddy powers once and for all with my all-new invented Antidote X gun." "What?" Blossom and Bubbles yelled. Buttercup tried to fly away, but it was too late. Mojo then shot his gun at Buttercup, and a dark purple ray surrounded her, and Buttercup let out a realistic blood-curdling scream due to how strong the gun was. Oh, let's see. Trust me, as a PPG fan, literally a creepypasta. Every creepypasta this show has gotten his shit in one way or another. I'll even admit the one I have a soft spot for, Akira Bubbles, is still kind of bad, Lamau. I think I remember reading Akira Bubbles like years ago. Let's see. Scream was so realistic it sounded like her actress E.G. Daily was in agony or pain. Buttercup, Blossom, and Bubbles cried out in horror. The ray disappeared and Buttercup fell to the ground. She then woke up and tried to attack Mojo again. She went to fly into him, but she only fell flat on the ground. Mojo snickered. "Oh, what's the matter, my child? Can't fly?" "What have you done to our sister?" Bubbles angrily yelled. "You heard what I said. I have a gun with Antidote X." "I'm seriously going to kick your monkey ass this time, Mojo," Blossom yelled. I was shocked at what Blossom said. She swore. She said a cuss. I was shocked at what Blossom said. "What did Blossom just say?" I said quietly. Blossom and Bubbles then flew towards Mojo, but he pointed the Antidote X gun at them and shot them with it too. The gun's power was very powerful. 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 Great observation. It struck the two girls very painfully. Blossom and Bubbles screamed in pain as the powerful force of the gun stung them so bad. Mojo laughed like crazy as the two girls were in pain. Blossom and Bubbles... Let's see, where was I? Then fell to the ground with many scars. The gun's very powerful. This floor is made out of floor sound and shit, yeah. I think I also sent a Creepypasta stream recommendations. Cartoon Network Standards and Practices is going to have a field day with this one. Maximum IQ 100. Mojo quietly chuckled. How many Hogans did I miss? He then held up a red hourglass-like machine. "It's time for the ultimate showdown," Mojo sinisterly said. Mojo pressed one of the buttons and a cyan ray surrounded him and the girls. Just then he and the girls transported into his lair. Mojo then grinned evilly with his eyes glowing red. Buttercup was still awake, but Blossom and Bubbles were unconscious. Girls, get up. Mojo has transported us to his lair, Buttercup told her sisters. Blossom and Blubbles. 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 Bubbles and Blossom did so, and they realized they were in Mojo's lair. "Hello, girls. Did you have a good sleep?" Mojo mocked, his voice now sounding distorted and demonic. It's always demonic with these things. You know what I mean? It's like, it's never like just distorted. It's always got to have like a twist of demonic, a twist of demon in it. Creepypastas with TV show characters saying cuss words is always like, I can't believe they said a cuss word in a kid show. I know, that's such a weird cliche in some of these. Also, all this punch when regular show had a hell yeah in its first episode. Oh, by the way, I narrated the new toy creepypasta you made. I plan to upload it tonight. I'll be sure to give you credit. Yeah, look at Sailor Mouth, where SpongeBob says, blow me. Let's see, where was I? Blossom growled. We're gonna finish you off, Mojo. Oh, really? Well, in that case... He pressed another button on his red machine and everything turned dark. Bubbles shrieked out and held on to Blossom. Oh, Bubbles, it's just the dark, Blossom reassured again. Buttercup looked around and heard faint women's screams. I want to hear you talk about women. What is happening, Buttercup asked in concern. Just then he heard men screaming.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Why did you make Mojo sound like a grandpappy with that sentence? Because I'm losing my voice and I can't keep it consistent. Professor Utonium, look out!
Oh, really? Well, in that case...
And it's been like fucking 20 years since I've seen Powerpuff Girls. Let's see, where was I? What's happening? Let's see, men screaming. This freaked out the girls more. Mojo, what are you doing? Buttercup angrily ordered. Just then the lights came back on. Boy, it was so heartbreaking. Mojo turned the lights back on, and it showed most of the Powerpuff Girls' friends and family all deceased. The blood was faint, but still noticeable. The bodies were those of the professor, Mrs. Keene, the man, Miss Bellum. Blossom was shocked. No, 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 Blossom cried. Bubbles suddenly sobbed out loud. Her crying was very cartoony. It sounded like an actress, Tara Strong. Well-known fucking goddamn sons of bitchin' Zionist was very depressed. Buttercup was in disbelief. She was close to crying. The professor, our friends, Buttercup moaned. Her sad face grew into an angry glare. Let's get him, girls, Buttercup ordered. The girls ran as they couldn't fly due to being affected with Antidote X. Thank you for reminding us of that very important detail that we certainly did not miss way up here. Mojo then pressed another button on his machine and a large trapdoor then opened on the girls and they girls fell, screaming for their lives. I'm David Attenborough and this is my creepypasta. Imagine this segment of the stream being split as an Undercooked Creepypasta video. Maybe. If only Luigi was here, he would have saved the day. This could possibly be turned into like an Undercooked episode in October. I am starting to look for stories, so if you guys have any that you want me to read, put them in Undercooked Creepypasta suggestions all the way down at the bottom in Creepypasta Central. That's where you guys want to plop those into on the Discord server. Could write one? No, it has to be unintentionally bad. My IQ is too low for this creepypasta. Let's see. The girls ran. Blah, 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 blah. Mojo then pressed another button on his machine, and a large trap door that opened on the girls, and the girls fell, screaming for their lives. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup falling into the poison. See you next fall, Powerpuff Girls, Mojo called out. Mojo then laughed evilly and walked away. Girls were still falling, and they realized they were falling near an ocean full of poison. The girls then fell in the poison and coughed loudly. As they continued coughing, their faces started to fade into a mix of red and gray. Bubbles then retched on the poison, looking seriously sick. Her eyes were swollen and her cheeks were also swollen. Just then, the girls dropped their entire bodies into the rest of the poison. Just then, the poison then drained into a sinkhole. It showed a shot of the three girls lying dead on the dry ground. They were brief scars. How are scars brief? Can anyone explain that to me? How are they brief? What are brief scars? I mean, legit. Small drops of blood and rashes. Just then, Mojo's voice was heard.
So, for the very first time, the day is conquered thanks to Mojo Jojo.
Scars would only appear briefly, isn't that obvious? So they, like, got the scars and then they, like, magically healed? Can they do that with this fucking scar I got on my fucking elbow from when I fell and scraped my elbow on a fucking stepping stone outside? I need that kind of technology. Because I'll be like, you know, just you know, rubbing my arm as like a stim, and then I'll feel the scar and remember it's there and remember what happened, and it's like, son of a bitch. Sorry, no, it's all good. Hyper-realistic blood, ooh, so spooky. Growing up is realizing maybe watching Rick and Morty might help it. Maybe watching Rick and Morty might help it. Dude, scars make you get cancer quicker in the sun, too. Let's see. Mojo proceeded to laugh maniacally, but was not seen. Just watch Perry Caravello to make you feel better. It then ended with a shot of the girls lying on the floor in a bird's eye view, as Mojo can be once again heard saying, "Happy Friday the 13th!" I was appalled. The episode's title was a play on Friday the 13th. So that's why the doctors gave me 3 days to live. Okay, my narration of the toy has been uploaded. I named the new series the Geraldo Files. You check it out sometime. I will, absolutely, Camzo. Thanks, man. Let's see. Instead of the pulsating heart background, it showed a pulsating skull background, which could be used for the Rowdy Rough Boys in the episode Custody Battle. They forgot the quotation mark at the end there. Bad spelling, it's alright, man. It's pronounced Geraldo. Yeah, in my stories, it's pronounced Geraldo. I know it's like Geraldo Riviero's and shit like that. But I pronounced it Geraldo, just... I can't remember why. I guess I was just trying to be random and goofy. Voice crack again. Let's see. The narrator was even heard sounding depressed. Oh, how horrible. Why did the girls have to go? So the day is conquered. Thanks to Mojo Jojo. Instead of the girls appearing, it showed Mojo Jojo laughing crazily. Curse you, Mojo, I hope you pay. Narrator said before crying loudly. His sob sounded real. Is that the classic narrator's voice, who was voiced by Tom Kenny, I believe. But the way he was crying sounded real. Just then the credits rolled. Instead of the ending theme by BIS, the guitar solo of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Freebird played. That's kind of what I was expecting it to follow up with. That's how I was expecting it to be executed. Then the Cartoon Network logo played. But however, the ripple was red instead of blue, and the font looked like what a kid would draw. But he sounded like SpongeBob when he was crying. Freebird, just like the movie where the two turkeys go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right, they go back in time to get the first Thanksgiving to get the turkeys off the menu. They never played Freebird and Freebird Sag. That's true. Can we get Sag in the chat? After the Cartoon Network logo it showed had a disclaimer. This episode was made with the help of Matthew Thompson. The episode has aired on September 13th, 2002 for Friday the 13th. However, due to complaints from parents, this episode has been pulled and deleted due to the dark nature. Thank you for reading this. I was shocked. I opened my portable DVD player and took the disc out. I was half expecting the narrator to forget what format that they were watching this on and that they were going to say I ejected it from the VCR. I've seen that happen before in pastas, so I was kind of expecting something like that. I had seen enough thing for today and threw the DVD away a day later. That afternoon, I told my sister about the lost episode on DVD and I showed it to her. Fortunately, she believed me. That night, I didn't sleep for 13 days. 13, count them. What are you going to bump into when you insert whatever are you going to bump into when you insert a newly discovered DVD? Squidward ending. Squidward ending. How do you not sleep for 13 days in one night? How did that go past me and like chat all noticed it? How was I the last man the last one to figure it out? That night I didn't sleep for 13 days. I'm so stupid. Anyway, to make up for that, let's read the Squidward ending. This dude didn't sleep for 312 hours in one night. It was so terrifying. Squidward, okay. Blossom was shocked. No! 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 Blossom cried. Bubbles suddenly sobbed out loud. Her crying wasn't very cartoony. It sounded like her actress, Tara Strong. It was very depressed. Buttercup was in disbelief. She was close to crying. The professor, our friends, Buttercup moaned. Her sad face grew into an angry glare. Let's get him, girls, Buttercup ordered. Girls ran, as they can't fly due to being affected by antidote X. But then, Squidward appeared! Let me repeat that. Squidward appeared!
Hey bitches, it's me Squidward, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
He then got out his Squidward gun. He then got out his Squidward gun and shot the Powerpuff Girls and Mojo in the head, killing them instantly.
I fucking killed a bitch, and I'm gonna kill you next!
He then jumped out of my TV and shot me to death. The end. Ha! Squidding my words so hard right now. Legit. Squidward jump scare. I kind of want to reference this in my next troll pasta, honestly. To have a part where Squidward just randomly pops out, which was Phil, who was the main villain in this creepypasta. That was so scary. I'm not going to sleep tonight for 13 days. Listen. Take the night off and come back tomorrow in 13 days. We really do need to write another troll pasta. It's so scary I won't have a coma. I'm not gonna sleep for 8 hours and then 312 hours will pass. If only Blossom hit the taunt key in time to parry the bullet, she would have lived. Legit. Skill issue. I was wondering if there was like a SpongeBob, like officially licensed, like Squidward themed water gun. And there doesn't seem to be one. That's disappointing as hell. Can we have a red mist themed water gun, please? Yes, waiter. I would like one Squidward themed water gun, please. I'll have me a nice. They have a SpongeBob one. They have SpongeBob. Like they have the SpongeBob Square Pants water gun, but But they don't have a Squidward one. Why didn't Blossom shoot Mojo in the head? Is she stupid? Well, dude, there was no mention of a Blossom gun. Does she have a Blossom gun? Before someone fixes this, I'm just gonna take this whole thing. I'm just gonna take the whole fucking thing, and then I'm gonna fucking throw it into the toilet. I mean, WordPad. And I'm gonna fucking save it. Squidward gun is timeless. It's priceless. It's timeless. There's Powerpuff Girls Friday Day They're Hurting. I don't know if I'm gonna make this an official episode or not. But if it is, and I'm using the footage from this, then yeah,